In the rolling hills of southern Africa, in the early 1800s, two great powers collided. On one side Zwide, king of the mighty Ndwandwe, on the other Shaka Zulu, a young warrior destined to reshape warfare and forge an empire. Their conflict was not just a battle between men, it was a struggle that unleashed the Mfecane, the scattering of peoples, a storm that changed Africa forever. The rise of the Ndwandwe. Before Shaka's rise, the Ndwandwe were the terror of the region. King Zwide ruled with iron and ambition, expanding his reach across KwaZulu-Natal. His warriors were feared, his power unmatched. But Zwide had rivals, the Mhlatuze Confederacy under Ndwandwe, and within their ranks a young soldier named Shaka. Shaka's transformation. Shaka was no ordinary warrior. Where others fought in loose skirmishes, Shaka drilled discipline. Where others threw long spears from a distance, Shaka invented the Ikliwa, a short stabbing spear for close combat. He trained his men to fight in formation. The deadly bull's horn, the chest held the enemy. The horns enveloped them, the loins, the reserves, delivered the killing blow. With Ndwandwe's death at Zwide's hands, Shaka inherited leadership of the Zulu. Now the stage was set. Zulu versus Ndwandwe, the Battle of Gqokli, HILLC, 1818. Zwide marched on the young Zulu Kingdom with thousands of warriors. Shaka, outnumbered, chose his ground carefully. Wave after wave of Ndwandwe warriors charged uphill. But Shaka's men held the high ground, counter-attacking in deadly formation. When the Ndwandwe tired, Shaka unleashed his reserves. By day's end, the field was littered with corpses. The Zulu had stood their ground, and Shaka proved his tactics could defeat even the mightiest foe. The final clash, Mhlatuze River Sea, 1820. Zwide was not done. He gathered his armies again, determined to crush Shaka. The two forces met at the Mhlatuze River. Here Shaka perfected his bullhorn formation. The Ndwandwe were surrounded. Some tried to flee across the river, but the Zulu hunted them down. The water ran red with blood. The Ndwandwe kingdom shattered. Zwide fled north, his power broken forever. The Mfecane, the scattering but defeat did not end the Ndwandwe story. Their survivors scattered across southern Africa. Mhlatuze led his followers on a legendary migration north, crossing rivers, mountains, even into Tanzania and Malawi. Other Ndwandwe bands became raiders, reshaping societies across the region. This upheaval, war, famine, migration is remembered as the Mfecane or Difaqane, the crushing, the scattering. For Shaka, victory over the Ndwandwe marked the birth of the Zulu Kingdom. From outcast to conqueror, he rose as one of history's great military innovators. For Zwide, defeat ended his reign, but his shadow lived on in the wandering paths of his people. Together, their war carved the destiny of southern Africa. The clash between Shaka Zulu and King Zwide was more than a rivalry of kings. It was a turning point in history, where strategy defeated numbers, where kingdoms rose and fell, and where the echoes of war still whisper across the hills of KwaZulu.